You're listening to the 10-minute podcast challenge that will prove every place is the same. Welcome your host, the irreverent, the cosmopolitan, the wicked, Daniela Vlaskalic.
Hello, and welcome to Every Place Is The Same. I am so pumped to welcome my guest, Caitlin Driscoll.
Hi.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
Now, Caitlin, you've traveled and lived in a few different places in the world. Is that right?
That is correct.
You grew up in Peterborough, Ontario.
Yes.
Tell me about Peterborough.
Peterborough's a really lovely town. I grew up in East City. It's important to everybody know that because East City is better than the rest of Peterborough. It is
better than West City?
Yes, way better.
North City?
Yep.
South City?
Well, no, yeah, better, still better. Peterborough is the home of the world's largest hydraulic lift lock.
Would it smell like what it tastes like?
It smells like Quaker Oats because the Quaker Oat factory is there, and it tastes like lost souls.
Now, you have also spent time in Nantes, France. Am I saying that right?
Oui.
Tell me about that place.
It's a beautiful place near the Loire Valley. There's a really cool cathedral there, and I learned to speak French there.
What does it smell like? Taste like?
It smells like old buildings, and it tastes like baguettes.
Caitlin, would you say that Nantes, France, and Peterborough, Ontario are the same?
No, I wouldn't say they're the same.
Well, Caitlin, today on Every Place Is The Same, we are going to prove that Nantes, France, and Peterborough, Ontario are the same.
Okay.
Talk to me about the Chateau...
Le Château des Ducs de Bretagne.
Ah.
It's been a while since I've thought about that place. A lot of people make out on the lawn just out front.
Do people make out in Peterborough?
Never.
Never?
No makeouts.
Is that so?
Too Catholic.
Let's talk canals. Go.
Canals are just like, there's water. People take boats in them. They're not...
It connects two places, generally, yes?
Yes, yeah.
What is a lock for our international listeners?
A lock is something that you can, lock your bike up with, but it's also in a canal that it's like an elevator for a boat.
Caitlin, if we are traveling down a canal and we run into a lock, what happens?
I think you put your boat on one side of the lock and you wait for any boats that are at the bottom of the lock to come up before you can go down, or vice versa.
So it helps lower or raise your boat depending on how the canal is going.
That is right.
So the Nantes-Brest Canal and the Trent-Severn Waterway both have locks.
I imagine they do.
If you want to travel around by boat, they've got you covered.
Oh, yes, yeah. If you got a boat, you could go to either place and be fine.
Let's talk about the Trent-Severn Waterway.
Oh, yeah.
Goes through Peterborough.
Yes. The Trent-Severn Waterway took 100 years to build, and only one person died in the making of that waterway.
That is exciting.
It is exciting.
Not for the person that died, of course. Let's talk the Nantes-Brest Canal in Nantes.
Okay. It's I've never been on it. I love the word breast, so I imagine it must be a beautiful, beautiful, sexy canal.
Canals in both places.
Truth.
People traveling.
Yes.
Wanting to get from one place to another on a boat.
Yeah.
Were you aware that Richard Birdsell Rogers in 1896 traveled to France, amongst other countries, to study the canals in order to build the Peterborough lift lock and canal?
No, I was not aware of that.
Inspired by the locks of France.
That is incredible. This is changing everything for me.
Tell me about the cathedral.
It's big, and singing in there sounds really lovely. I think there was a fire there recently.
But there's also a cathedral in Peterborough, isn't there?
There is. St. Peter's? No.
That's right.
Yes.
St. Peter's Cathedral.
All right.
It was built to accommodate the large Irish population.
Yes, of which my many generations back descended.
Cathedrals serving the people of France and Canada.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good service. They offered a good service to us.
Do you think the singing is nice in the cathedral in St. Peter's?
In Peterborough, I think that the singing is very nice. Well, it depends who's singing, but I'm sure that there's a lot of church ladies who sound lovely in there.
There are some very unique museums in Nantes.
Are there?
Jules Verne Museum.
Oh, which I've never been to.
Do you know who Jules Verne was?
Didn't he write 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
That's right.
Okay.
Have you been to the La Machine d'Isle in Nantes?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
A magical island where they have brought to life Jules Verne's designs and machines.
Whoa, I missed that. I don't know how I missed that.
Were you even in Nantes?
I know I was, but I was so young. I feel like I maybe was drunk.
That can happen to you in the Loire Valley when you're drunk. The Canoe Museum in Peterborough?
An excellent museum, yes.
So you have been to that one?
Yes.
Unique museum, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's all about canoes.
In fact, Caitlin, the Canadian Canoe Museum stewards the world's largest collection of canoes, kayaks, and paddled watercraft. And you can find it at 910 Monaghan Road, Peterborough, Ontario. 2 unique and very special museums in both places.
Yeah.
Probably can't find a lot of canoe museums.
No, I think it might be the only one. I believe it might be.
Not a lot of Jules Verne museums.
No. Both very unique.
It's the same, isn't it?
I'm starting to think they might be the same.
The Chateau.
Yes, the Chateau des Ducs de Bretagne.
Yes. What's it like visiting the chateau?
It is an eloquent experience. It is, you feel you are entering into history, all the while watching young people make out.
Is that so?
On the lawn.
Tell me about the Lang Pioneer Village Museum.
Oh, the Lang Pioneer Village was, so many people I know worked there in high school, including my twin brother, who was the blacksmith there.
Also, like stepping back in time, is it not?
True, yes, exactly. You become a pioneer again.
Can you make out in the Pioneer Village?
No, people didn't make out back then. That's
no high school students making out then.
No, it's not historically accurate.
So if you feel like stepping back in time, you can go to the Lang Pioneer Village Museum, or you can go to the Chateau in Nantes.
That's true.
Let's talk islands.
Okay.
Are there islands around Peterborough?
There are. I know there is an island in the Otonabee River that I'd like to hang out at as a kid.
There are some privately owned islands. Is that right?
I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Well, I'm telling you, there are.
Okay, I believe you.
Talk about Île Feydeau in Nantes.
Île Feydeau. Well, it's a beautiful French name. Lovely to say out loud.
A neighborhood or area in Nantes. Once an island.
Yet no longer.
No longer an island.
I don't remember this ill. Again, feel like I had a lot of wine when I was there.
It was filled in and made for a place for the wealthy to live.
Oh, of course it was.
Beautiful islands for the wealthy, whether you're near Peterborough or near Nantes.
True. I didn't realize islands were up for grabs everywhere. People would just buy islands.
Caitlin, I know you say people don't make out in Peterborough.
Yeah.
But if one needed to make out, where would you recommend they go to do such things?
I would recommend that they go to a place called Purple City, where the makeouts are hot and heavy.
Aha! Purple City!
Mm-hmm. Purple City is a place that we used to go to as kids. It just involved going to a specific church downtown and staring into a light.
Not the cathedral.
Not the cathedral. Different church. I can't remember the name of this church. But they had these lights that would shine on the church at night that were a specific shade of yellow, that if you stared into the light for long enough and then looked away, the whole town turned purple. So we called it Purple City.
So, it sounds like you've had some Purple City makeout experience.
I do not kiss and tell.
Even in France?
Even in France. But people kiss all the time there. It felt like everyone was making out, but they were just saying hi. It was confusing.
How do you say hi in Peterborough?
Hey, yous guys.
Caitlin, we are in Nantes.
Okay.
We're walking around. Where are you taking me?
I am taking you to the Launay Violette residence where the students live to show you some of the geckos that hang out on the front stoop.
The animal?
Yeah, the little lizard.
We are walking through Peterborough. Where are you taking me?
I am taking you to the lift lock. We're going to get in a boat and we're going to get on the hydraulic lift lock just to see how it works.
Can one get a lip lock at the Peterborough lift lock?
One could. One very well could. There's a little tunnel underneath where the cars go through that you could definitely hide from the religious prying eyes, and you could get a lip lock for sure.
A tunnel of love, if you will.
I will.
If you want to travel by boat down a canal and use the lock system, if you want to step back in time into a village or a chateau, if you love unique museums, one of a kind, or you're just looking for a really great place to make out, Caitlin, I think you have helped us prove that Nantes, France, and Peterborough, Ontario are the same.
I think I have. I didn't realize it until today.
You just listened to Every Place Is The Same, hosted by Daniela Vlaskalic and directed by Marco Timpano. If you enjoyed this episode, buy Daniela a coffee. Just go to ko-fi.com/everyplaceisthesame. That's ko-fi.com. Every Place Is The Same. Until the next time, enjoy your travels.